Yeah. We've been around the world. We're not in the hood no more. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Look. I'm front row watching SmackDown in the garden. We made a fall from them basements in the apartments. Used to have them dubs of sour on the park bench. Down to put in work, it don't matter how the job get. I felt like last summer could've been my hardest. Sleeping in my car, God testing where my heart is. I can never let the devil tell me what I'm worth. Cause I came from nothing, now I've been around the earth.
In the same since I elevated. So many things I could've said but couldn't tell you, baby. You keep on thinking I'ma change, I'ma sell it, baby. And ain't I tell you that you're pretty when you're jealous, baby. You know thuggin' it been a modus. I'm a nigga, I thought you noticed. Why you think I flooded the whole wrist? Yeah, they doubted, but now they focus.
Welcome to another episode of Wrestling the Rap Game. And we have a returning guest in the building. We have my brother Megan Rand in the building. How are you, brother?
I'm excellent. Thanks for taking the time, man. I appreciate it.
Man, of course, bro. You already know it's always love. And last time we spoke was you were on tour in Orlando. I believe you were doing the anniversary of Jesus.
Black Materia.
Black Materia, absolutely.
Yes, we did a Final Fantasy show in Orlando. Shout out to my man Kent who put that together. Yeah, that was a good time, man.
It was a dope show, and then right after that was that was Rumble weekend.
Yes,
in Tampa, which Tampa was
it was kind of a movie.
It was Tampa was crazy.
Kind of was a movie. Yeah, that was the first time we did our event, the Battle Rumble.
Yep, the Battle Rumble.
Man, got to shout out everybody to help put that together. That was AJ Francis, DNA, Lord Zay, Slop Funk Dust, so many of the homies that helped to make that a success. You know, we wanted like part kickback, part like rap show, part just people who love wrestling being in the same building, you know. And we had a blast, man. Yeah,
bro. And I mean, I know it was kind of, this year was a little difficult because you just came off tour.
Yeah.
Like pretty much the whole road to Mania, right? You were on tour.
I was, man. I had a long run, like 3 months that I was on the road with Magic Sword, this awesome band. And right through Mania. So I was like, man, there goes my plans. Yeah. I mark Mania off no matter when it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't call me about any work. But this was I couldn't turn it down. It was a really, really great opportunity.
I mean, you guys toured like all over.
Did the entire country plus Canada. We did like 4 Canada dates.
Wow.
Yeah, we were everywhere. It's like three months. And yeah, man, like you got to get out to spread the word, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like when you get those opportunities, you got to do it. So I kept thinking like,
oh, speaking of the devil.
Hey,
the rest of the
I think that's the squad.
Yeah.
Mania, the tour went through Mania. And but I had a real long come to Jesus talk with my manager. And I was like, man, maybe I could just take a few days off, go to Mania. And he was like, you have work. Like, you literally have to work. Like, you should go to the thing that's going to pay you.
Yeah.
Rather than go spend a bunch of money to hang out with your friends. And I was like, you're right. You're right. There will be other events.
Vegas was crazy.
I know it was wild, man. And so I was like, I'm going to do as much as I can. So I went to Double or Nothing. Got to see that. Got some other plans for some other shows in the mix, so I'm gonna make up for it, you know.
And 2024 was a big year, bro, for you in general, bro. Did Shelton Benjamin's AEW theme song?
That's right.
The New Day theme song, which I'm glad that you went on Twitter to clarify because. Well, I think the rumor was that Jim Johnston was back, whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that happened, but I understand. It was just a captioning error. But they were like, yo, Jim Johnston did this theme, Jim Johnston. And it's like, it just goes to show how kind of groupthink will take over like Twitter talk, where it's like, if you say it's Def Rebel, they hate it. If you say it's not, then they're like, well, you know what, that ain't that bad, you know? And it's like, surprise, it is, you know? So like people will love to like slander something when the wave is on them, but I mean, Def Rebel got some bangers, and I think
I say
the New Day is one of them.
They get some right.
I mean, you know, everybody ain't batting 1,000.
No, for sure. But you know, they get. I enjoy when the New Day came out to the new song. I was like, oh, okay, because at first, you know, when you're listening to like with the crowd reaction and stuff, like it's hard to make out the, I guess like the rap or who's talking on the song, who's singing or rapping on the song. But then like when they dropped it on YouTube, and I listened to it, I was like, oh, this Ren. I was like, oh, this Ren. Okay. And then I saw you go on Twitter like, no, it's not Jim Johnston. It's me.
Like that's me. Yeah, man. Shout out to Sazy, who's also rapping on that. And yeah, man, Woods and Kof were just like, yo, we love the back and forth style of like a, you know, Styles P, Jada like thing. So can y'all do something like that? And we're like, man, absolutely. So it's basically like them talking to each other, like hyping each other up. And that was kind of the whole, you know, New Day kind of turn thing was like, all we got is us kind of vibe. So we were like, all right, let's do this. So yeah, it came out really dope, man.
Yeah, it was fire. And then like Shelton Benjamin's AEW theme song, like how did that come about, man? Because I think last time when we chopped it up, we talked about Shelton Benjamin for you know what I mean. So
I'm a huge fan, and that's funny. Before that conversation, I hadn't even met him. I was just a big fan, and then we maybe shook hands at a WrestleCon, and then MVP was the one who made that happen. He's like, he calls me, he's like, yo, man, I heard the track that Mikey Ruckus did for Shelton, and this sounds like some Final Fantasy epic boss battle stuff. And I told Shelton, hey, I know a guy who I think would sound good on this. And Shelton was like, well, introduce me. And so he did, and we got into a group chat, and like Shelton was like, man, like I love your voice, I love your tracks. And he was just telling me like, yo, I really love Tekken. Oh, somebody's at the door. He's like, man, I'm a big Tekken fan. And I was like, shout out, you know, because I love Tekken as well. And so he's like, cool. And I was like, well, tell me some things that your favorite character, like Heihachi, would say. And I'm going to put it in the rap. And he's like, oh, okay, Heihachi has this line. He says, I'll snap you like a twig. So I was like, all right, no problem. I'm put it in there. So we started writing, and he loved it. He said it's the best theme that he's ever received, which is big praise when Ain't No Stopping Me Now exists. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Shelton.
And man, you gotta. First of all, let me congratulate you again on the success of Buddy's Magic Toy Box.
Thank you.
And you know, it was. I think you're number 2 on Billboard Children's Album behind what was it, like Frozen,
the Spider-Verse,
soundtrack,
which is crazy. Shout out to Metro Boomin. But yeah, like that's kind of wild to think about it. Like, you know, I make these records because they sound good. My kid likes them, you know, and that's really it. And I'm not necessarily hoping for anything else beyond that. And then to see people supporting it, people loving it, and then like Billboard is like insane. So
number 2 children's album on Billboard is man, a great accomplishment.
Thank you.
And I saw you submitted it for Grammy consideration as well.
Yes, we made it through our first round of selection, but we were not nominated. But I'm hoping, you know, next time, you know, we're knocking on that door.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But like, it's awesome to just be even considerate in those spaces, you know?
Absolutely. And also, speaking of Grammy, I saw you went to the Grammys.
I did.
How was that, man?
Oh, it was awesome. Like, it's kind of cool to get, you know, dressed up a little bit and be around like your peers and music and like celebrate music. You know what I'm saying? So it was a really dope experience. Like,
did you join the crowd when Kendrick won in the?
Man, you know, the Kendrick moment was crazy because I was standing next to Busta Rhymes, which is wild. You know, it sounds like a crazy flex, but he don't know who I am. But we're all looking in like standing at the aisle, like looking in, like who's gonna win this rap? And Busta's even said like, "Yo, who about to get this?" And then they're like, "The winner is Kendrick Lamar," and they play the whole verse of "Not Like Us." And Busta turned around and was like, yo, that's crazy, son. The whole crowd disrespecting the mans like that. So it's like, it was just funny that moment happened. And I was able to like be standing right next to Busta Rhymes when he experienced it too. And was like, wow, they really don't like that man. Like that's where what he pulled from that moment. And so to be a part of it was crazy. You know, him out there in the Canadian tuxedo, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick.
Oh, man.
And, you know, it's true. It was just a different energy, man. But it was really cool to see, like, Dolce and so many other amazing
Shout out to
musicians
Dolce, man. She had a
were in
great
the
year,
crowd.
too.
Having like just to be able to celebrate that was dope, and it was motivation, to be able to be like, yo, that's what we want, you know. And so we're looking at each other like, okay, bet, like we know what we need to do, like. So it's a great feeling. It starts in the beginning of the year, and it's in January, February, so you can take that energy throughout the year.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Carry it with you to go make excellent work and do your best, That's it.
And you have, as of recording next week, you have Buddy's Magic Treehouse. Sorry, Buddy's Magic Treehouse coming out next week, man.
Yes.
And I'm glad to that we got the sequel, especially after the success of the first one. And I saw we already on promo on media tour.
Yeah.
Man, what can we expect from Buddy's Magic Treehouse?
Man, a little more of the same. I feel like Treehouse is growing up a bit, where Toy Box starts off with counting and being a good friend and going to bed on time, but like
learning your name.
Yeah, but now we're moving into like just growing up a little more with like as far as being a good friend and being a good neighbor and making the world around you better and understanding who you are in this world and and it's all about the idea of finding a safe space, like your treehouse. We grew up in places, myself and you as well, where we didn't have tree houses. You know what I'm saying? Well, we would see them on TV. Like, that's pretty dope. Yeah, I was in a row house. You know what I'm saying? With no backyard, no grass, nothing like that. But the treehouse represents the safe space to be able, like, you have your own corner of the house or of your world that you can go to and be safe in. And that's what the treehouse is all about. Just finding your place where you feel you're most comfortable, you're most you, and just using that to power you to be the best you can be. And about imagination, man. I wrote a ska song about dinosaurs. I wrote like all kinds of fun records. I did a Jersey Club song for the intro. Like, I'm just all over the place having fun with genres and experimentation and telling stories, and it's really freeing. You know what I'm saying? I've been writing like rapidy raps for a long time, so it gives me a chance to use a different part of my like pen. So it's just been a great experience. So that's why I was like, I have to do another one.
Which, like you said you've been doing a lot of rapidy raps. I feel like I've been very vocal about it, man. Like, and Apple Music was very vocal about it when it came to my wrap up for the year. Oh man, Tractor Beam was like my life.
Oh my gosh,
song for the year, I think, for 2024, because it ended up being my #1 song of the year.
Thank you
for 2024.
Wow, thank you. I'm honored. I love that song, and it's not rapidy rap
at
all.
It's not rapidy rap. Like, it's just a feel good song.
I just wanted to make a fun bop where I'm just singing and it makes you want to dance and move. My friend said, he's like, yo, that's gonna be a wedding song. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna be singing that at weddings, and I'm like, what? It's a feel good song. That's really what I wanted to make, and I'm very, very proud of that record. And like it's done some cool things for me. It's been on Clerks. Shout out to Kevin Smith. That's still the song that I end my sets with. You know what I'm saying?
It's a great song, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
That was my walk up song for my live podcast in last December.
Dope.
Like, I told my boy Dre, shout out to Dre. I was like, bro. He was like, yeah. When we started. When you're gonna walk up, what song you want me to play? I said, Mega Ran, Tractor Beam, have that downloaded. And he goes, okay, because I think he was expecting like a J. Cole, like J. Cole's my favorite artist, or a Drake, I guess, or a Kendrick.
Yeah. And
I was like, nah, Mega Ran, Tractor Beam, and he was like, okay.
Wow, thank you. I hosted a wrestling show out in Arizona, and they used that as the theme of the event. And so every time I came out, they would play Tractor Beam, and they're like, "Oh, this is kind of like your entrance theme now." And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool,
bro." It's a great song, bro. I'm a huge fan of that song, man. That's, like I said, it was literally my #1 listen to song for all of 2024, which is. That's a huge honor, man. Because I know your taste in music, so I do appreciate and respect that. I definitely listen to a lot of
rapidy raps.
You
know what I'm saying? And my kid loves it too. He just calls it bop bop body op. He'd be like, "Daddy, play bop bop bop."
You just finished doing a convention out here in Orlando.
Yes.
And and I saw you perform there. I wanted to ask, man, what's the difference between performing at a gaming convention versus a traditional music venue? Like,
I used to separate them. I used to be like, all right, here's my convention set. And in the convention set, I would do a lot more, maybe freewheeling with, I'm going to bring in some stuff that y'all find familiar.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I might play the Pokemon theme
Yeah.
and then flip it and then do something with Pokemon. So, but lately I've been like, you know what? This is my time. This is my 45 minutes to an hour for you to come into my world.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? But for the longest, I used to be like, well, I got to play the gamer songs at the gamer convention. I got to play the rap songs at the rap show. You know what I'm saying? But now I think it's important to realize and be confident in your full self.
Absolutely.
And be like, I'm going to just give you the songs I want to hear. And it's funny because like I made sure to do a lot of like call and response and a lot of like entry, like freestyle and things like that, where I would get them involved because I know a lot of them are not necessarily rap fans. You know what I'm saying? They just put on some cosplay and they out having a good time and like, oh, what's this? I'm gonna walk into that room because that sounds cool. So it's a good gateway entry for a lot of people who are not rap fans, you know? So I think the convention scene for sure has helped me out with that a lot. But it's like, at the same time, I don't want to like not show them my full self. You know what I mean? You know, I want to still be able to give them like, yo, this is rap. Like, by the way, like I am a rapper. Like, don't think that this is something different. 'Cause it's not, you know what I'm saying?
And man, I feel like that's one of the things that I admire about you is that like you're so multi-layered and you're not which is one of the clips that we had for the last episode that just being yourself is, as long as you're yourself, there's somebody who is willing to give you a bag for you being yourself. And I feel like you like there was some gems we were talking about. There was some gems in that last interview, bro. Like, because it's facts. If you're just if you're just yourself, there's somebody out there who will give you a bag for you for
being you. Man, I learned that being a guy from Philly, I learned a whole lot from Gilly and Wallow. Shout out to them. And I remember I think Gilly said it too on the Shay Shay. Just being like, yo, I get to be myself. You know what I'm saying? And people will still not just listen to me, but like give me a bag. Like, you know, like I don't have to pretend and put on this anything. They just want me to be me. Like, yo, turn the camera on and do you. And it's like, what? I do me every day. You know what I'm saying? Like now you want to pay me? Cool. So it's an ultimate feeling, man. It's nothing like it, like being free. You know what I'm saying? What's that song? Thank you for letting me be myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel when it comes to like being Mega Ran, because like for a long time, like I kind of ran from it. I kind of fought it. You know, like, oh, ain't nobody gonna want to hear me talk about wrestling. Don't nobody want to hear me talk about video games, comic books, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because of where I grew up and how I was maybe treated or laughed at for these things. And now like everybody's into it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cool world we live in where we can be ourselves and somebody might actually like it enough to throw you a little something for it.
Absolutely, man. And we kind of rebranded the segment of this or that. I'm now calling it The Choice Is Yours, dedicated to Black Sheep.
Yes, this or that.
Yep. Yeah. So dedicating to Black Sheep. So we're calling it The Choice Is Yours. Okay. And as you played before, you know, you got two options. You choose which one you prefer.
So you have to pick one.
You have to pick one. I mean, I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
I get one out.
You get one out.
All right. Okay.
Freestyle or written?
Ooh. This is what I prefer.
Yes.
But I prefer to do or prefer to hear?
Whichever criteria you want, bro.
Ooh, okay. I think there's something special about freestyle energy. Okay. For sure. Like when you're live and stuff. And even when you're recording in the studio. Yeah. I saw Nas, who's one of my favorites, say that when he did the albums with Hit Boy, he would they would play the beat, he would go in the lab and he would freestyle. Yeah. Through the entire beat. And then take that home and be like, yo, the way I was flowing there, let me write something else there. But I like that. Like taking that energy home and then bringing it back. I thought that was so brilliant. And so I do something kind of similar with a lot of the kids' songs I did. I mentally composed most of them, meaning that, you know, I guess we call it Hove style, kind of Jay-Z style, where it's like you're not writing. And so now later when I needed all the transcripts, I had to start typing everything down. I was like, oh man, I forgot I didn't write this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just went in the lab and I would hum, and I'm like, oh, I like the way I like that pocket.
Yeah.
Let's write words around that. So I do think live energy is the greatest. So freestyle.
Okay. Which kind of leads to the next one: studio session or live performance.
Ooh, live performance.
Okay.
I do love studio too, but I think even with the studio, I'm thinking about how this is going to translate live.
Yeah.
Like you got to be thinking about like, all right, what's the moment everybody gonna sing along with? What's the moment you can pull back or put the mic at them and they'll finish the sentence? You know what I'm saying? So I'm always thinking about the live component because to me, that's the best way to experience an artist. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can listen to you on record all day, but I want to see you rock a crowd. Like, that's always my preferred way to see a new artist is see them live. So live.
Okay. PlayStation or Nintendo?
Oof. Well, I just came from Nintendo world, so but the Switch 2 is kind of meh. So I will say, overall, you know what though? Wait, let me stop. I was about to say I was about to just jump out the window, but I'm gonna say Nintendo because, man, back in the day when PlayStation 1 dropped, I was still playing Super Nintendo, and like I was like adamant, like holding on to my Super Nintendo, and I was like, this ain't better than that. Like, no, and everybody's like, no, PlayStation 1, no, look at these graphics, and I was like, these graphics look crazy.
Remember, PlayStation played a part in you making beats.
It did. Well, okay. Yep. That's a good callback.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If it wasn't for PlayStation, I might not be making beats because I couldn't afford a PC. So I used Music Generator. But the Nintendo like graphic style is so timeless. Yeah. It's so timeless,
it has the greatest games ever.
I can't go back to PS1 and PS2 games these days. They don't look good. Like they have to remaster literally everything that came out.
San Andreas, they just remastered. Like Vice City. Everything
has to be remastered. You don't got to remaster Yoshi's Island?
No.
That game is perfect.
I mean, even for the wrestling games, No Mercy still. 007 was perfect.
I don't need a remaster of No Mercy. I'll play it exactly the way it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mega Man or Sonic?
Come on.
I mean,
what kind of question is this?
I had to ask.
Come on, man. Mega Man all day. I do love Sonic. I mean, there's some music, some tunes in there that like will blow my mind.
Yeah.
But Mega Man had this thing where when you paused the game, you still heard the music.
Yeah.
And so that's what made me hooked on video game music.
Okay.
Because I would walk away and go fix a sandwich or clean my room, and I would still hear, and I was like, oh, that's a slap, you know. Yeah. And so I come back, but that was the only game that I remembered that did that, and so that's what got me into video game music was Mega Man.
All right. Comic books or anime?
Well, I mean, anime is just a moving comic book. Yeah. But I'm gonna say overall, comic books.
Okay.
I still like because I'm able to use a little bit of my imagination. Mm-hmm. It's just like playing an RPG that has text based instead of versus like a voice actors doing it. It's like I like to pretend, do the voices. You know what I'm saying? So I know in my head what they sound like. So I enjoy comic books a little more.
RPGs or fighters?
Ooh. Well, we're in like a fighting game renaissance right now where like every game that has been coming out has been super dope. Yeah, the new Tekken's crazy, new Street Fighter's crazy, Fatal Fury is good. So we're in a renaissance. So and like I've been lucky enough to have my music on more fighting games than RPGs.
Yeah.
So between Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, River City Girls, a lot of those beat 'em ups. So I'm gonna say fighting games.
Okay. Conventions or tours?
Ooh. I think that's the one I got to say both.
Okay. All right.
Because what I like to do when I book a tour is usually I book it around a convention. Yeah. I'm like, all right, this convention, because convention is going to give you a hotel. Yeah. It's going to be nice. You know, you get to sit up a little bit, might have a pool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But touring is just hop in the car, drive somewhere, hop in the car, drive somewhere, hop in the car, drive somewhere. Yeah. So you don't get any time to relax in any place. But a convention will be like, yo, hotel for the weekend, you know, like maybe some room service, you know. So both is the answer for that.
Classroom or stage?
Oof. Well, the classroom is your stage if you do it right. Okay. And the stage is your classroom if you do it right. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff I was doing in the classroom back in the day is literally what I do on stage. Okay. It's the same thing. I say it's like getting up and talking to somebody to try to get them to believe in you. for a little while. And that's really it. You tell them your story and you hope that they believe in you. And you hope that they leave learning something, whether they learn what a dope MC sounds like, what a dope set sounds like. They learn about your favorite thing throughout the conversations that you tell on stage, or they learn something. Yeah. So I think a good teacher is a good MC, and a good MC is a good teacher.
All right. And the last one, teach kids or perform for adults.
Well, they're both literally the same, but they kind of are, you know what I'm saying? Especially if the adults are drunk, it's the same. But I miss working with kids for sure. And I think doing the kids album has helped me out a lot, where I'm able to, next week I'm playing at a children's museum. I did libraries all summer, you know what I'm saying? So I'm able to get that youthful energy. Yeah. You know, they'll come to me like, oh man, you're young like me. You play Fortnite? And I'll talk to them about Fortnite or something. And like that youthful energy is what you bring to your music. And that's what helps you live forever. I have a song called Infinite Lives. And I think that's really what it's about, is like, if you can create moments with people, then you'll live forever. You know what I'm saying? You're ageless, you know, like you're forever 30 or 21 or whatever your age is when you really start reaching people. You're forever that age to them.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother.
Of course.
And of course, Buddy's Magic Treehouse releases June 27th.
Right.
So make sure you guys go check that out, man.
Get it.
The dads out there, the uncles out there, make sure you guys tune in, play this for the kids, man. They'll love it.
Shout out to the unks out there. Yeah. Grab something that, you know, you could play for your kids, you could play for yourself and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Until one day, my man over my Eagle said, we need to have Unk Fest. Yeah. Like where we just have a festival for the unks. Yeah. And like, you know,
it used to be Henny Fest, but
yeah. Now we just need Unk Fest.
Now we just need Unk Fest.
Yo, I would love that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think it's something for everybody. You know, like I said, we jump into different genres. We have a lot of fun with it. So if you like rap, you like, you know, like some R&B, just storytelling, songwriting. And it's a little something different to throw on that you and your kid and your family will enjoy. This is it for y'all.
All right. Are you going on tour again, or are you sitting out the rest of the 2025?
I will be doing weekend gigs mostly. Only. So there will be, you know, museums, libraries, gigs like that, conventions. I'll be at a convention in Chicago, another convention in LA, another one in, I think we'll be back in Florida soon. So as well. So yeah, I'm just moving around like that because after being out for like 6 weeks, I don't need to be away from home that long for a while.
Nah, I hear that, man. Yeah. All right, I'll give them the social so you can, you know, find all that stuff, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can go to any place on the internet and type in Megaran, Megaran. Oh, it kind of sounds like Method Man, Megaran. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can type that in. It looks like Meg Ryan when you look at it real close, but it's not. It's Megaran. You can get that on all of the socials. I'm even on the Blue Sky now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying that out. So please go on there, follow me. I got my music everywhere. Spotify, YouTube. What else? What else they use? Apple Music, Tidal. You know, all those sites. Bandcamp. The CDs are shipping right now of the new record. Yeah, man. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on again, brother. And
thank you.
Oh, yeah, we got to rush this guy to the airport ASAP. But,
got to fly.
Yes, sir. But, yeah, make sure you follow us, WTRG Pod. They call me Pun. Jesus Christ, Stunners and Stoners. So I'm sorry about Stunners and Stoners. Make sure, you know, we it's Orlando. We're showing Orlando wrestling love. Making sure, show everybody we can have a good time. Make sure y'all pull up. We out of here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Peace.
I've been blessed to touch the biggest stages. 20,000 in the crowd, but I can see their faces. They astonished and they shocked, can't believe I made it. Kept a strong mind, nigga made it out the matrix. I had to flip that, sipping on this Dawn, the Henny clipped that. Lost a lot of shit, but I ain't never lose my drip black, don't skip that. Yeah, let's not forget that. Yeah, look, but let's get back to all the real shit that I'm imposing. For all them late nights, I gotta keep my